Sup everybody, this is Karak with ACG and welcome to a Gaming News Minute where I try to cover different bits of news in gaming with less than 1 minute per subject. The first thing I want to talk about today is the fact that Bungie is now taking over all publishing rights for Destiny from Activision. This was announced on Bungie.net, and here is a little snippet from their website. We've enjoyed a successful 8-year run and would like to thank Activision for their partnership on Destiny. Looking ahead, we're excited to announce plans for Activision to transfer publishing rights for Destiny to Bungie. With our remarkable Destiny community, we're ready to publish on our own, while Activision will increase their focus on owned IP projects. End of quote. I think for everybody involved, this is excellent news. It's been really no secret that Activision and Bungie have not always agreed on Destiny's plans moving forward, and this really puts it back into their arena for them to control that with the publishing deal. This is really good news for all gamers, including those who maybe haven't got into Destiny at all up until this point. They've also stated and made it clear that they are going to continue to release the products exactly as they promised in the past, according to their timeline, and there will be no changes there. The next bit of news, and this might be even bigger, is that Red Dead 2 added gun rush mode today to online. Now, this is Battle Royale for Red Dead, make no mistake. It's something that I mentioned was happening a couple weeks ago that I had heard on the podcast, and Rockstar released news earlier today that the Battle Royale style game mode, boom, it's in. It's called Gun Rush, and according to the press release, it puts survival instincts to the test, gathering weapons and ammunition while the play area shrinks in the new mode for up to 32 players. The game is available in both free-for-all variants as well as team modes. What I think is fascinating about this is also within the same statement, they discuss that they are still doing new story missions for the online mode, as well as coming up with a series of changing events to Red Dead 2 Online, which I'm not 100% sure what that is. Some of you guys out there may. I think this is important for us to all understand that if you have a game out there, most likely there is going to be a Battle Royale mode added to it. And this is proof positive. And lastly, like a goddamn digital shark, THQ has bought up another IP, and this is Outkast. Now, a lot of people may remember that Outkast got a remaster here recently that didn't do so well in sales, though some people liked it, some people didn't. Outkast is one of those original IPs that I've been such a fan of, especially when that game first came out. I wasn't a huge fan of the remaster either, but this is interesting to me because that IP is actually quite intriguing when you look at what's going on behind the scenes, as well as the gameplay chops of the original, which did some things far ahead of its time. So this is really interesting for me and something I hope THQ Nordic actually ends up using, because they have been buying up a lot of IPs, some of those having games being created for them and others sort of on the back burner. My hope is that we see an Outkast 2 coming soon. Bit of news here, maybe in 2019. Now, there was a lot of elements of news today that came out that were interesting. There's the spatial OS and Unity issue that's occurring, but I want to report on that when I have a little bit more information. To me, though, when you look at the news today, there's some huge changes coming up in gaming. Bungie getting the publishing rights for Destiny is massive. That really is one of the largest, I would say, wishes that a lot of gamers had. I think 2019 is going to knock it out of the park, at least for the way the industry is moving forward and changes that we have there. I want to know what you think, though. Do you agree with this? Do you not agree with this? What other news did you want to see covered? What do you think of the news that I did cover? If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy it, give it a thumbs down. Maybe subscribe to the channel. You can always follow me on Twitter and Twitch and become a patron on the Patreon website. That's it for me, and enjoy the rest of your week.